Welcome back, fight fans. I'm Ami Polit Sci-Funk, and we are here to bring you another exciting episode of Sunday Night Fights. I am here with my co-caster, Siberian. Say hello, Siberian.
What up, fight fans? It's nice to be here again. Good to see all of you.
So, I would say your full name, but I don't think I'd pronounce it right. George, your last name is?
Tretiakov?
Tretiakov. You got to use more Russian in this cast. Will you throw some Russian phrases at us every once in a while? That would be really cool.
Oh, fine. Yeah, I do have the cast in Russian.
Well, just a few phrases, please.
Okay, we'll go with a few.
Yeah, this is going to be fun. We got a great show for you tonight, fight fans. We got our second semifinals, and if it's half as good as last week's show, you're in for a treat. This is going to be the rematch of OMGPOP and VonIvan. They met in week number 4, if I recall correctly, in the contender bout for the second quali tourney. And VonIvan overcame OMGPOP in 5 games. It was an awesome series. So OMGPOP, he had to keep fighting his way through the rest of the tournaments to get back to this position and get this rematch against VonIvan. Do you have any expectations for tonight's games, Sib?
I'm expecting a lot of back and forth action. It's hard to tell between these two guys. They're both great players. I'm rooting for the ace game just as much as you are, Ami.
Yeah, we want to see it go the distance. We want to see big tanks and great tactics and wonderful strategies. I'd like to show our audience the road that it took to get these guys here. I'm going to go over to our overall bracket poster, and you can see that this is the culmination of now 9 weeks of fighting. These guys have been going at it. And you can see that OMGPOP has had the most action. And just look at him here. In the first tournament, he lost to Andy is Rippin, who was, of course, just defeated last week by Barton. And you can see that on the first quali tourney day 2 in the upper left. And then over on the upper right, you see OMGPOP versus VonIvan 3-2 in contender bout number 2. That was episode 4. And that was his third time on the show, because he was also, of course, on the week before that where he defeated Barton. He defeated the guy who was sitting in the final seat, waiting in his corner for whoever wins this fight. So we know that OMGPOP's got the skills. And then you look down at the third quali tournament in the bottom right, he defeated Vindicare X and then went on and defeated Barton again. So here's a guy that has twice beat the dude that's waiting for him and sitting in the finals, and he's got to go up against his Achilles heel, if you will, VonIvan, who he lost to in week number 4. So now if we could just zoom in a bit, you can see, oh, no, you don't get that yet. This is what you get. You get the final 4. Last week we had a wonderful match between Barton and Andy that went 3-1 to Barton's favor. So he waits there in the championship title fight. That'll be next week on January 26th, 2014. Guess what, George? We got Quinn Duffy as our special guest to open up the show next week.
Nice. That should be a good interview. Can't wait for that.
He was also preceding our finals last year when it was SNF Season 4, Devem versus Aliash, and we had an interview with Quinn. So we're going to do a repeat on that. And you can see that at the bottom of that screen, there's the belt, the big number 5, waiting for the heavyweight champ. Siberian, I'm going to bring him over to the original announcement where we can check out some of the prizes that await these players. This is our original announcement. You see this great poster by Miro. This is, of course, on Kotu.org in our news section on our portal. And there is the grand prize. It's this Alienware 14 gaming laptop. We are hugely appreciative of our sponsors. Alienware kicked in this laptop and a bunch of peripherals. There are a couple peripheral packs available and a bunch of mice available to our winners. But you can see the grand prize right here is 1,005 for Season 5, Sunday Night Fight Season 5. 1,005 in cool cash, plus this awesome laptop, which is worth about $1,500. So you can play Kotu in a train, on a plane, in the rain, with a mouse, in a boat, with a cat and a goat. Yeah, I've been reading a lot of Dr. Seuss to my kids. You also get this peripheral pack. And of course, the 3rd and 4th place, the loser of today's semifinal, will secure himself $400 in cash, plus the Tact X mouse, which you see there. And so it's a big difference between third and fourth, and second and first. Second place gets $800 plus the full peripherals pack. So there's a lot riding on today's fight. Now, Siberian, have you run into these guys in auto match? I mean, have you seen them practicing for this fight during the last week or two?
No. I've seen Von stream a couple of 1v1s, but that's about all the exposure I've seen out of them. I haven't even seen OMGPOP boot up COH, so I couldn't tell you.
Maybe they're smurfing on another account or something. Maybe they're being secretive. They've got some strats that they're gonna preview. They could have sparring partners that they're practicing with in secret, trying out strats. All right, man. I think that we're ready to go straight into game number one. Give the fans what they want. Give them a fight. Are you ready, Siberian? Are you ready out there in Twitch?
I'm ready. Let's roll.
What's up, Rickety Cricket, Red Bear, Chilty, Kai Fung, Kurt Yeager, Rogers in the house, Paul Bennett, guys out there in chat rocking it. Thanks for coming out and checking us out tonight. Are we on the Twitch homepage? Did anybody check? Are we featured again? If someone could check that out, I would be very interested to know. Hopefully, last week we had 19,000 unique viewers. I'm proud of that. That means we introduced the game to thousands and thousands of people last week. All right, we're going to go in game now and get this party started. We're at game number one. This is going to be a best of 5 series. Siberian, maybe could you check that email I sent you with the vetoes before we actually get started and tell us how the vetoes went?
Yeah, sure. I'll bring it right up. The vetoes went like this. Von vetoed first, and Von decided to veto Холодной фермы Winter. That's a pretty standard veto in my eyes. I mean, it has a blizzard that could get seriously bad. OMGPOP decided to veto Samolsky Summer. Von vetoes Road to Kharkov, thank God. OMGPOP's... No, that's 4 down. So then we have Langrskaya, Winter, Pop, then vetoes Холодный Summer. So I'm assuming he doesn't want Von to play on any of the Холодный maps at all, which is interesting.
Okay.
Von,
so just give us what they're going to play tonight. Give us game 1 and game 2. We'll be here on Langrskaya Summer. And what will we see in game 3?
We're going to see... Game 3 would be Холодный.
All right, so Холодный Summer, right?
Yes.
All right, so 3 and 4 on Холодный Summer. And then if it goes to an H game, if we get a deciding match, where will we be fighting?
On Langrskaya Winter.
Wow, all right. So we will come back to this map, but the winter version, blizzards and all, for the ace game, if it goes that far. All right, this is a best of 5. I'm paused at 5 seconds. I think we should get straight into it. What do you say, Sib?
I'm all for it. Let's roll.
All right, we're going to unpause in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, unpause. And 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
All set.
All right, I am following VonIvan. He won the coin toss and selected Wehrmacht to start out in game 1. And wow, look at this. We already have a commander choice and Osttruppen entering the battlefield.
Oh, this is interesting. Yeah. I've never seen... Go for it.
No, we just... You're right. We have not yet seen Osttruppen in Sunday Night Fights.
Yeah.
What's your appraisal? Are they strong? I mean, tell me.
They've been nerfed. So the issue with Osttruppen is they cap 50% slower than regular squads, but they've retained their damage. The strength lies in the fact that you can get them in numbers, but obviously they're very weak in terms of HP, so they drop dead to combat engineers and conscripts. But over on OMG's pop, we've got a tier 2 straight up. We've got a Maxim out, a conscript out, and a commander choice as well. So before even seeing anything, these guys have already decided to pick their commanders. We've got...
Wow, Maxim so early. Wow.
Yeah. I'm expecting...
What's OMGPOP's commander?
Shock rifle front line. So that's the IS-2 KV-8. shock troops.
Well, KV8, there's a unit that we could talk a little bit about. Did you hear about the game last week between Barton and Andy? Andy seemed to have these incredible opportunities to kill some of Barton's, like his Flammenwerfer and his first P4, but he never switched the gun on his KV8, and it was almost like he forgot that that ability existed. So we saw, there was some light trolling in the trending and some images submitted, some really funny posts actually about that situation. All right, well, we might get our first engagement soon as these Osttruppen approach conscripts in the north. They don't like it. They're backing away.
No, smart move. You don't want to fight conscripts, especially with an MG coming up for Pop. Maxim is gonna dish out the hurt on those guys. But Von playing there conservatively. He's maneuvering on the right. He's Osttruppen being followed by Grand Squad. I assume he wants to camp those buildings.
The MG opens up. The guy's prone, firing like an assault dude. Support dude laying in the shots, but he can't stop these pioneers from raising this very important ammo flag. And look at VonIvan with both ammos connected early on.
Yeah, but look at OMGPOP. He's got both fuels in the second.
Wow, so this is interesting. So we might, well, one fuel is being decapped. I think Ivan's map control as Wehrmacht is pretty amazing. I mean, we're not accustomed to seeing that, and I guess that's what the Osttruppen bring.
How many Osttruppen does Von have?
He's got 3, but he's also got 2 Grens, and right now he's building a mortar.
Okay, because Pop decided to go 3 Maxim. This is
unusual. Maxim
I've never seen this strat.
Well, not quite versus Maxim. Well, 3. I think 3. Anything above 2 might be fair to consider spam. I think 3 MGs is spam, definitely. Because, I mean, frequently you only have 1. Having 2 is a lot, and having 3 is definitely spam. Here we have some flamers. Nice tactic from Ivan. He gets in close. Let's see how they do. Oh, they might fry all these guys. They're going to have to get out of there. Down to 1 man.
No,
he's off running.
Okay, no, he's got away just fine.
Just fine. Ah, he's limping. His eyes are bruised. He can't even see straight. Now, Ivan should maybe consider getting these flamers out of there. It's a very expensive early game upgrade. Costs 60 munitions. And let's see if OMGPOP can focus him down. No, he can't. They're going to escape.
I don't know what Von is planning to do. OMGPOP has both fuels on his side. Aside from the right. Oh, I didn't even see that. That's all right. Osttruppen fighting conscripts on the left. Oh, Von decided to get a mortar, but look how close it is to the MG. I'd be worried.
Yeah, it's close, but I mean, that's a great counter for all these MGs. The mortar is a good strategic build, but look at this. We have the MG opening up on the mortar, and VonIvan's going to have to retreat. Although, the shot that he fired before he packed up lands right on a MG team member's head. Now, MGs are pretty decent against buildings, as Marcus was making me aware last week. It looks like these Osttruppen will survive. These guys are just barely saving their squads. There's been so many near annihilated squads, but all of them seem to just get away. Now, Siberian, we've seen more OMGPOP games on SNF this season than any other player. This is literally his 6th appearance. And pretty much in all of his Soviet games, we saw him go tier 1 with M3s and flamers and half-tracks.
I'm having a bit of a technical issue at the moment. Skype is really clipping.
Okay, Skype's clipping. Well, I don't know. The show must go on. Do you want to recall me? Should I pause? Is that bad, or can we keep going?
Oh, no, just do recall, please. Keep going.
All right, we got a larceny here. OMGPOP loses an MG. Let's see, to accept this call, I'm going to have to pause. So I'm going to go pause here. Hopefully we can get back in sync. 1 second, everyone. Let me just get back Siberian on the cam. Sorry, I had to tab out for this. Answer.
I'm back.
All right, I had to pause to accept your call.
Sorry about that. I don't know what's going on with Skype.
There we go. All right, so let's see where you are in game. Pause as soon as you can, and we'll get back in there.
I'm at the 6-minute mark.
Okay. Let me just bring everybody else back in with us. All right, so you're at 6 minutes. I'm at 5:47. So let me show a little bit more what's going on. VonIvan just completed the thievery of one of those MGs, and he was able to retreat it back to his base. I'm going to unpause here. I'll count you when I get up near 6 minutes. All right, I'm at 52 now, 53, 54, 57, 58, 59, 6 minutes. 6:01, 02, 03.
Okay, we're good. We're good.
All right. Back in effect. I hope Skype treats us nicely. Come on, Skype. Be our friend. It's the semifinals. Everybody's dressed up and looking good. I can't tell who's winning this game. I've never seen this kind of MG versus Osttroppen game before. You see that VonIvan's got a scout car out. I guess he can try to pull off some flanks.
Yeah, Von is looking particularly strong considering he managed to recur a Maxim. I'd be worried for Pop, but then again, he's already got tier 3 up in his base.
Yeah, VonIvan's unit preservation has been fantastic. He's got his entire army. We see shock troops coming on. And, you know, shock troops do surprisingly well with small arms fire against a scout car. We'll see if that engagement happens. Uh-oh, VonIvan's got to be careful not to mortar himself. His own scout car took a bit of damage there.
That's nasty.
Now it's on target. He's going after the MG that's garrisoned this house.
Look at the damage from the scout car.
Scout car is going to need some repairs before he engages anybody else. OMGPOP is preparing with some mines in the center, but wow, that was so close. Let's see. Let me turn on the fog of war real quick. And no, I think VonIvan doesn't know about those mines. No, I don't think he got eyes on them.
The Shocks decided to go for the left-hand side, so I assume he wants to avoid the bulk of Von's army. We got a T-70 being built, which is an acceptable counter to everything on the field.
The Osttroppen are looking at the cutoff point right in front of OMGPOP's base. Nobody stumbled over that mine. The MGs are coming back onto the field. They're going to try to hold this point, but I don't think they're going to stop VonIvan from at least whiting it.
I don't know. The conscripts are going to get in there and block the cap.
Look at that. Foot in the circle. Cap stopped at a quarter of the way up there. Gonna save that flag.
Look at this. Maxim versus Maxim.
Oh, man. Head to head.
We got some shots against Grenadiers on the left-hand side. Those LMG Grens are going down.
All right, keep telling me about the left because I'm watching the right as another one of OMGPOP's MGs is cleared out. The T-70 couldn't hit at a better moment. Let's see if he can save this position. Let's see if the Grens select a reman. They are. They're going to try to steal another Maxim. OMGPOP probably likes that because now there's no fear of being Fausted. Now he can really tee off, and there he re-clears the
what a lethal mortar shot on the conscript squad.
Oh, yeah, here we go. Conscripts down. Excellent. Well caught, Sid. Thanks for that. I've been following the T-70. I have no idea what the Shocks are doing. They're off. They're off, cutting off. Nice. Catching retreating units.
Got a lot of action. The scout car is just hiding on the right. You can't really do anything. I'd like to see him upgun that.
He's hiding all right. He got repairs. He's healthy again. And look at VonIvan. He's going after these MGs right in front of OMGPOP. Can he get away with it?
He's gonna
the T-70 clears units that retreat. That was a painful choice. He might even get this one too. That could be a very bad decision from VonIvan. Oh, he does lose that one as well. That whole squad is gone.
That's gonna hurt.
So OMGPOP, VonIvan was looking so strong, and in the last minute since the T-70 came out, it looks like OMGPOP has really turned this game around.
That's true, but he hasn't really got any infantry aside from the Shocks. Look at it.
Oh, how did he save that T-70? I thought it was a dead duck. The first shot of the pack was right in its face. He even got a second shot off, and somehow that T-70 is still clawing around. But no, nicely targeted, attack ground through the hedgerow by VonIvan. Beautiful tactics to kill the escaping T-70. Even the smoke from the shock troops weren't able to save it.
Lovely.
That was nice.
Gun, but I assume no tier 3 from just yet.
Now, this is interesting. We have an M5 half-track. This is a unit that we don't see that often in Sunday Night Fights, and it's got a beautiful skin. I wonder if he'll upgun it to a quad.
It definitely is. It's about halfway done.
Oh,
it's a great support for support-based strategies, since you can reinforce. Look at the scout car. This is wonderful. It's the scout car.
What a huge flank. The scout car gets behind the Zis with flamers. Now we have the quad upgraded. The Zis is trying to turn, but it can't find a target. There's mortar rounds landing on its head.
This isn't going down. That is not good for the bomb. Especially since the scout car can actually deal significant damage to the M5.
Wow, another massive switch. The Zis gun is stolen by the Grenadiers that cleared it. Now if he can just point it at that M5.
Look at the damage.
Uh-oh, he's bordering his own AT gun. They're trying to escape. Chalks are chasing him. Will VonIvan save this stolen Zis?
There comes a Maxim for support. He should be able to suppress these shots. Nice.
Wow, the Shocks are backing off. They pop smoke. Well, they had to avoid this MG. But its cone is so narrow, they're already around it.
Pop is looking very grim at the moment. He's only got a shock squad and an M5 with engineers and one Maxim.
But these shock troops are doing damage, chasing off the Wehrmacht army.
They're definitely coming to town.
And somehow VonIvan does save the stolen Zis. He's got 2 pieces of AT now.
This is now German territory.
Pop is disconnected from everything. The only thing he has is his cutoff. That's it. He's building another T-70, so that should definitely help him. But he has to do something about this pack. That's exactly what the Shocks are trying to do. But so close to the enemy base, there's not much you can do.
Man, you know, your Pop has lost like 3 or 4, 3 MGs at least. Sometimes maybe the same MG multiple times. But he's been super aggressive with them. Look at him capping right outside of Ivan's base, just keeping those resources cut.
Yeah, he's been doing a good job.
Comes the next T-70 entering the battlefield. Double vet on this one MG. That's impressive. They have 16 kills.
I don't understand what Pop is trying to do. He's built a Ziz. He's lost it. He's building another Ziz. But look at Von's side. He's got a pack and a Ziz. And only just now is the tier 3 building up. So this might be an overinvestment in anti-tank guns.
Well, I'm sure he planned to protect the first one a little bit better. I mean, the whole point of the quad upgrading with guns, you know, coming out in combination with the AT gun is that they can protect one another. But that plan just went, well, you know, went to the dogs as VonIvan's aggressiveness able to get in there before anything was set up correctly.
Nice use of the 222. Deny that MG, but he's reinforcing. Meanwhile, Shocks being suppressed on the left field.
Oh, a lot of action. I'm having trouble picking what to look at.
Yeah, they're constantly switching sides. The T-70's gone to deal with this Maxim, so the Shocks can actually engage these LMG grunts.
Check out VonIvan using the ability on the Russian Zis anti-tank gun to barrage the MG and send him away. Almost killed that double vet MG. T-70 has moved to the left to support these Shocks that are still having trouble with these LMG'd up Grenadiers.
Yeah,
now that OMGPOP's vehicles are there, I think it's time for the Grenadiers to go. They're giving away vet.
Oh, what a lovely mine in the center. Decrews the whole Ziz.
Good call, good call. I was focusing on the left.
Man, the T-70. It's going to town, but a P4 is in town.
The P4 has arrived. He's at the ammo in the middle of the map. He's there with the SDKFC 222 and the pack. And they're going to go and take a look at these light vehicles from Tier 3 of OMGPOP.
He's probably going to try and ambush Pop with his pack at 222 here. Look at him. He's setting up nicely. He might get a cheeky shot off.
Yeah, that is nice. He's just got to get Viz. The 222 is going to go give it to him. Here comes a pack shot on the T-70. Takes him down. He's about 15% health, but no damage to He's still backing out of there.
That's a close call. The Shocks are coming in to sweep around for the pack. If he can kill it off, that'd be great.
Wow, this is just fast and furious, isn't it, Sib? This is not a conservative start for either of them. They're both just showing ultra aggression, and they're throwing everything they have at each other without any care in the world.
They're at each other's legs. Pop needs to get out with these shots. Oh, another nothing.
Oh, and the Sharks are down to one man. They will not survive the retreat. Another squad is lost capping, and OMGPOP is practically cleared out.
OMGPOP is nothing but a second assist on the way in just a 2 seconds. I'm worried.
VonIvan's actually calling in more Osttroopers.
That's not a bad shout. I mean, he's got the map. He could use some extra Faust. I mean, OMGPOP has no infantry. He's only got combat engineers on the 270.
Yeah, it seems like VonIvan's army has always been larger to quite an extent.
Yeah, losing those 2 mags was huge. Nice flank.
This desperately needs some support. Too many Wehrmacht units surrounding it. Oh man, he needs to get back. T-70 trying to do some work where the P4 is not, but there are some friends there, and they're going to Shrek him with the Panzer Faust.
Faust goes off. P4 is going to.
Oh, with the AT gun cleared. I mean, Pop built another AT gun, but now the P4 is really wrecking house.
I feel losing those 2 mags is costing Pop this game right about now. He must be regretting that decision.
Look at this stolen Maxim firing on Pop's base.
Exactly, it's just sitting out there. Nice first shot from this is bad. He's got some defense nearby. Look at the shots, they're constantly avoided fire from all sides.
These Sharks don't know where to go. They're hiding behind this house. There used to be laundry hanging here, but I guess it's been destroyed by the war. And yeah, Pop has got no map left. A small army. He's hard countered by the ammo.
Yeah.
I don't see him getting another VP out of this battle.
No, he didn't even manage to find 1 VP for one. He's holding a consequence of life. I mean, he's got a Ziz, but what is he going to do against the infantry?
No, and VonIvan's going to seal the deal as another P4 comes onto the field. How long will OMGPOP continue the fight from the confines of his base?
Is doing a good job, up to 10 kills, almost met 2. I stand corrected, make that 11. 52 secure in the left flank.
It's a nice unit with 14 kills.
2 P4s on the field. Pop has 2 Ziz, but even if he kills these 2 P4s, there's not much he can do against the Maxim.
VonIvan's got the complete army. He's got infantry at the front, MGs and packs supporting them, tanks just hanging out, just saying bring it to us, and the mortar to throw in a little AoE, the SDKFZ to hold the flanks.
Oh. Another Ziz goes down to the mortar shot.
Yeah, that mortar's been wonderful. He's got 14.
M5 goes down.
So the Kraftfahrzeug with triple vet. And GG! Game 1 is a short and sweet one. 19 minutes. This, Osttrooping greater than MG spam? I don't know. It could have been usage, though. VonIvan was a little overly aggressive at the beginning of the game. Pop was a little overly aggressive, and VonIvan made him pay for it.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, folks, I'm going to roll the Axis wins, and we'll take a short break and be right back at you with game number 2. Stick with us.